Good day, everyone. Today is June 16th, Wednesday. Let me read to you again this book, Da of Mr. Kong. The topic for today is Tragedy into Blessing. Let me read it to you. Johnny was in the midst of a long dry spell in Las Vegas. He lost all of his money gambling. Eventually, he gambled away all his money and had to borrow a quarter from another gambler just to use the men's toilet. Now, you have to understand that using the toilet facilities required putting a quarter into the slot. This was why he borrowed a quarter. But guess what? What Johnny found a stall that happened to be open, so he pocketed the quarter. Believing that his luck had finally changed, he put the quarter in a slot machine and he hit the jackpot. He took his winnings, went to the blackjack table, and turned his modest winnings into $1 million. Wealthy beyond his wildest dreams, Johnny went on lecture circuit where he told his incredible story. He told his audience that he will be eternally grateful to his benefactor and if ever found the man, he was willing to share his fortune in him or with him. After months of speaking, a man in the audience jumped up and said, "I'm that man. I was the one who gave you the quarter." "Yes, I remember you well," Johnny said. "But you aren't the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for the guy who left the toilet door open." A businessman was asked this question. "Do you believe in luck?" The businessman replied, "I certainly do. How else do you explain the success of those you don't like?" Now listen to me carefully. As for myself, I do not believe in luck, and I do not trust in good fortune. But I believe in divine providence. What about those who go or who got lucky? Well, even a broken clock is accurate at least twice a day. Allow me to tell you this story. Years ago in Scotland, the Clark family had a dream. The Clarks worked and saved as they made plans to travel to the United States with their 9 children. It took years, but they finally saved enough money, got their passports, and made reservations for the whole family to travel on a new liner to the United States. The entire family was filled with anticipation and excitement about their new life. However, 7 days before their departure, the youngest son was bitten by a dog. The doctor sewed up the boy and hung a yellow sheet on the Clark's front door. Because of the possibility of rabies, they were being quarantined for 14 days. The family's dreams were dashed. They would not be able to make the trip to America as they had planned. The father, filled with disappointment and anger, stomped to the dock to watch the ship leave. The father shed tears of disappointment and cursed both his son and God for their misfortune. Happens to the best of us, wouldn't you agree? We make plans, we prepare for it, and then something unforeseen happens. Most people call this bad luck. But let's take a look at the rest of the story. 5 days later, the tragic news spread throughout Scotland. The mighty Titanic had sunk. The Clark family should have been on that ship, but because the son had been bitten by a dog, they were left behind in Scotland. When Mr. Clark heard the news, he hugged his son and thanked him for saving the family. He thanked God for saving their lives and turning what he had felt as a tragedy into a blessing. When you and I face some great disappointment and question God's love for us, let this scripture become our prayer. Let the morning bring me word of your unfailing love, for I have put my trust in you. Psalm 143, verse 8, NIV. If I were Mr. Clark, I would have hugged the dog too. That is correct because it's the dog who saved their lives. And do you agree as well with good luck? Me, same with Mr. Kong. I don't really believe in good luck. I believe in God's plan. So whatever we want to achieve in life, ask God for His blessings. And definitely He will give it to us because God is faithful and He wouldn't give us anything that will harm us. And if you experience, for example, stuck in traffic somewhere along Ortigas, EDSA, don't be annoyed, don't be angry. Just thank God because we wouldn't know if there's something there for us that is uh, that will bring us to harm. So we just thank God that perhaps He's just saving us for anything unfortunate. So God bless everyone. Thank you again for listening and see you tomorrow.